Hello there, it's Going to Ground with me, Andrew Rumsey, and welcome to Ash Wednesday. I've had a bit of a break from these short films about place and faith. As regular groundlings will know, I took last week off for a much needed half-term break, and since coming back to work on Sunday, it's been pretty non-stop, and today's the first chance I've had to post something, so it's good to be back with you, and a good day to do so at the start of this holy season of Lent. And we had pancakes last night at home and performed the usual Shrove Tuesday rituals, and today, well, today is the day when everything is stripped back for the next 6 weeks as we approach the great feast of Easter and try to prepare ourselves as Christians a little bit for that. I'm in Mildenhall churchyard, lovely West End window here. I've posted from Mildenhall many times, or a couple of times in the past I should say, and it's that lovely church with the box pews, the 18th century box pews, but it's stopped raining, and it's nice just to be outside for a little while, having had a soggy couple of days. So yes, Lent is a time for disciplining the soul, and particularly disciplining the self to the extent that we can. It's a time to try and resist the temptation to let everything revolve around ourself and our ego. That's the tendency in our lives most of the time, and Lent calls time on that. It says there need to be seasons of the year when we turn outwards, when we say no to ourselves and kind of forget ourselves. Jesus teaches in one of the readings that is often used in church on this day, he teaches a kind of absent-minded holiness. He says, don't let, when you pray or when you give charitably to the poor, don't let your right hand know what your left hand's doing. Be kind of self-forgetful in your generosity. Absent-mindedness comes easy to me, friends. I struggle with it constantly. I was thinking yesterday that my glasses case represents my absent-mindedness, because I only seem to have my glasses case for about 3 days a year. Most of the rest of the time, and for long periods, it just goes absent, and I can never remember where I've put it, which pocket, which bit of the car seat or whatever. And it's on one of its long vacations at the moment, and I haven't seen it for a couple of weeks. It'll turn up again, but I have it just for a few days. I know I've got a glasses case, but I never know where it is. And Jesus encourages us to become a little bit like that with our self-centeredness during Lent, our usual habits and appetites and the things that we put first. Just forget where you put them for a while. You know, whether it's the crisps or the chocolate or some of the more damaging, perhaps, habits of steering everything around towards ourselves in the way that each of us does, to become careless about ourselves and much more careful about God and others. Careless about ourselves, forgetful of self, much more careful and remembering of the needs of others. And heavens, at this deeply distressing time in world affairs, we need to be turned outwards as we think about the grief in Ukraine. There goes the church bell. Beautiful. 2 o'clock. And allow ourselves to be moved by the events there, moved by the sufferings of others, and offer ourselves again to be peacemakers in whatever situation the Lord calls us to. So it's good to be back with you, and God bless you, friends, as you go to ground.